Wednesday to Friday, book around from Wednesday to Friday, and just do that. Or I can.
The veteran Joey Slye set to get us started.
Or
and we are
I can do what I want
in our
to do
nation's
first
capital.
And
that'll
do
carry
and
over
then
the
book
back
that
line of the
for
end
one
zone
night,
for a touchback.
and then from Friday. Or I can like figure something else out. I haven't decided. I got like a couple days to figure it out. I'm not sure. Depends on how DoorDash goes this. It just depends on what I do. DoorDash is pretty good. If I can make at least 150 for my 3 days of DoorDash.
To the throw right away. He's got a man complete. All the way in for the Miami touchdown.
And then I gotta like.
DoorDash, you gotta put the time on.
Wow, first.
But DoorDash was cool. DoorDash cool if you got the right car. My car in a can DoorDash.
She got like
everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely
yeah, like I can't DoorDash my
car. He's been all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like he goes right out the window.
She was like, both of us going. She was like, I can run in and get food. You can run out.
It's now a 7-0 game.
Because it's easier for you to run out and get the food to the people if I'm the driver, because I can easily move the car. So she's like, you run and get the food to the people at that door, and then I'll do that. And I was like, all right, that's a bet. I might actually end up going tomorrow since you don't get off till 4, and I'm gonna be bored. So I'll probably actually go when she get off of work. I'll probably actually ask her to pick me up and bring the nigga to put her in the back seat, and then go DoorDash, and then that way I can see what I can do the rest of the day.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal.
That's when I was working on Coop. Just like loud.
And able to get this out to the 25.
It's like earplugs. And when you're in loud places.
No, you don't like that. It looks like tiny bit.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You don't see it? You don't see how they can look like tiny bits?
I mean, I do that.
That's why I ain't never put no bitches in my head.
I see it.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 26.
So
now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Like actual airplanes. I think you have to use airplanes. That's how that one time you left out. I was like, you forgot your earphone.
Is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He was like, I don't want them shit. So it's like, you forgot your earphones. He's like, that's crazy. You bought a pair of earphones and show him.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Yeah, why she asked me? So I asked, I was like, I'm going to charge you like
Memphis man
they all
Gibson.
I've been told you don't watch that girl kid.
Like 12 to 5. I don't watch her kid no more. I haven't watched her kid in a year.
I know. I told you when you watching, don't watch her kid.
Next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his
I did. I used to say it all the time. I was like, I was like, was she the same to you? Like, I don't know. No.
Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he
I mean, she did watch her for free for a couple times.
How many times you watch her kid for free though? All the time.
Reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that.
But then the last time I watched her, she did give me $60. Even though I did have to hunt her down for my money, she did give me my money. But the point of the matter was, I asked her, and then she was like, "It depends on who is it and how the kids behave." I was like, "They're gonna be asleep."
They'll go
I was like, this is literally from like 12 to 5. Like, literally, only at the 6. So you wasn't able to find it.
And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
I don't feel like you look.
And hindsight,
I didn't really have time. I mean, I can
You
look.
didn't have the time. What was you doing at the freaking party that you didn't have the time?
But I think what we just saw there,
Going back to the car and trying to rain
really
on.
starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are
It's
saying
outside.
the more you go for it, the better your
So,
odds of
what you
getting
mean?
it, the better your odds of scoring 6
Where's the
points instead
phone?
of 3. They
He's
took a
outside.
chance
He's on your
there.
phone.
It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guy. This is caught inside the
Right.
15.
Did it
You
rain?
had the time.
Thanks.
How about this?
Please do not call him down here as a sidekick. This is a conversation between me and you. Don't call him down, because then I'm about to go keep. Like I said, because you're not about to double tag team me. Like I said. So what was you doing? If you already had the time.
That's what we was chilling.
Texting me. You ain't
We
had
came there by the time he put the weed in the blunt. First of all, the police already shut it down. They stopped the music. One cop went over there, and 2 cops came, and 4 cops came. So it was like, damn, this shit already kind of get shut down, pride. But I think they was already going to crowd control because it was just like so many people. So like the whole area was just packed. So then when the rain come, everybody started running, walking fast.
not walking
Everybody who had called them to the cars, everybody who didn't, they just kind of like stood on the trees. But there was no point in standing on the trees because like ain't no trees have leaves yet.
Not ain't no trees.
So I swear to God, like it was like groups of bitches standing on the tree, and I was like, damn, I feel bad. I'm like, that's crazy. Like coming here, like you just showing up with no car, then you probably took your ride, picking up at 8. Then you probably waiting for a lift, and then the price is crazy because it's pouring down the thunderstorm. So now you're trying for the price to come down. You ain't trying to pay $80 to go back home. I'm
The whole
like,
time your lace lifting.
yeah, like you just standing there, like for real.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need. Kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the
just
body,
like
get yourself
Father,
ready
like
to
good.
go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they
Ow! Ow! My toes.
So, you almost went under.
He's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jalen Phillips racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I think most
How did not almost kill her? You almost killed her. Yo, what? How would it have been child care if I was raping you?
exactly where they are on the
Because
field.
you would have reached it. You were right there.
Didn't do it on that play.
On a young cord.
But
I would have got interviewed.
that you would have got interviewed. You said I would have got interviewed or you would have got interviewed?
Trying to pick up this first down.
Please.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
I'm going to be like, remember that time you was in the car?
And he'll be tackled on the
And
other
she
side
split?
of midfield at the 46.
Yeah, don't you better not rap for me.
They'll bring a receiver in motion.
I'm like, I got proof. I got pictures.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
I'm like, I got proof and pictures. I heard the backseat of your car. Flip those. Please. Don't you tell the people that shit.
So now 2nd and 10.
No, I had
for the
anxiety
incompletion
after
on
that.
first
Like, she
down.
was wanting to go back in there, and I had anxiety. I just took her back up to the room. I stayed there for about, like, a good 10 more minutes, and then I was like,
They
you know
do
what?
get a
My
yard
legs
there,
were
but
shaking
only
so
a yard
bad
leaves them with
because my
3rd and
nerves
9
was just so
looming.
shocked.
This
Like, I ain't
defense
never
for
had
the
that happen
Dolphins,
to
they
me
were
ever in
very
life.
strong
I heard
last week in
people
that
talk
way.
about it, but I ain't never had it happen to me in real life. So, like, having it happen right in front of me after I said that it's probably going to happen
Anytime you get 2 or more in a game,
pissed me off, like, real bad. Because I literally said it like 2 minutes before she did what she did. Like,
Taken down.
oh look, better get a whistle. I'm gonna go to tipsy, so that's why I'm talking to this is the shit that fucking the trailhead fucking. Yeah, I wanna do that so bad. Like, I wanna do TikTok.
And he's brought down. Can't do it.
Now you didn't get a whistle, y'all
It's a
didn't
sack and a turnover. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on down.
real bad. got a green one and a white one too. I definitely took some. I took a whole bunch of them.
You got two.
I got like 3.
You gotta put 2 in your hand, 1 in your mouth.
Real bad.
Go there, flying your hand. What the fuck, nigga? What the fuck? What the fuck, nigga? What the fuck?
Niggas say you go out to party, you get real drunk, and they be like, what you want to do, get drunk? You got the shit in their eye like that.
I want to get you.
Touchdown, Miami.
Real bad. You hit that Fortnite dance hard as shit.
Man, recording you with the glasses.
Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
Jafar gonna come over
Now,
there.
this was all set up by the staff defensive.
Oh, he see when he plays that and his glasses is his fucking blue light. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take him with
You
me.
gotta calm down. Boy.
Nah, he gonna come up to you and be like, you gotta calm down.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. 21-0 our
I hate it
score
real bad.
after
He probably would. He'd be like, everybody in here is doing way too much.
And where's the fucking one?
I spray horny spray 5 times. And y'all still acting crazy. Real bad with the where's the fucking one? Please.
Sanders
He
now
really
to
woke
kick
up
this
around
one
and like,
away.
I got all these lights, but y'all don't got no one.
Look at this point.
They'll get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a
Yo,
touchback.
me and Key was talking about that shit the other day, and she was like, yo, that shit really do be funny as shit. She was like, cause that bitch really do be annoying. She be like, you be chilling. She was like, alright, cool, you see a bitch hit a split. It's alright, cool. Then soon as she get up 5 minutes later, she in your face asking you, do you got some ones?
Obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What
I
spots
was
do
like,
they
hey,
need to fill?
yo, that's really how it feels like.
He's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Helping out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And they go play action with Howell. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders
but it's like, it didn't
pressure,
face hurt them.
and it's a loss of
Like,
6.
I was on
Washington
10,
on third down,
but
just
the baby
1 for
was
3
shit.
thus
Like,
far.
it didn't face
This is third down
like,
and 12.
That's how I know
Straight
she
ahead,
is
Gibson.
like
And he's going to get this to about
almost
the 20,
died.
but that is
And
well
got
short of what he needed. Facing this
Like,
big first down deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
I was like, then he did the same thing. He almost died and then got up like another hit.
Banks saved my life, that one.
Bro, yeah, I said, I felt like Banks for a minute. I said, the only difference is I ain't had to
I'm
carry
just like,
on.
how did I miss the target? Like, completely. Like, I was supposed to jump, like, right there, but, like, I just sailed. And I was watching them, like...
And you know what's crazy? So, you know, my coworker that came over here the last time in the club, so she was telling her, she was like, her aunt lived, like, up the street. And they just moved, so now they got a 10-foot in-ground pool. She was like, y'all definitely gotta come over. And I'm like, yeah, my husband almost died. And a fucking 10-foot ground pool. She was like, what the fuck happened? I was like, he thought he was Superman. He jumped in there, and he realized that it was 10 feet deep, and he forgot that he was jumped. And I said, his best friend had to put him on the deck and take him out. She was like, what the fuck? She was like, was he okay? I was like, I don't know. I don't think she was. But I said the funniest part is he's still mad to this day because everybody act like they didn't know that he was drowning. Like, niggas act like they didn't know if he was drowning or he was just having a good time. I said, I think
you
he's
talk
still
about a
like
team.
All I know is when I got back to the other side, I put my hands up. I'm like, wow. Y'all just all almost recording
this defense, they've just
hey, until this day, nobody still
what's been thrown at them, and you know they're supposed to adjust.
Somebody got their shit. This is the crazy part about it. Somebody who we don't really like, we don't really know, some random person at their party got a video of drowning, but they be sharing it with all their friends. And then it's like, have you seen this bald nigga drown before, bitch? I went to this pool party in 2020, and this nigga drowned. I know it's
and this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker,
I took him off because I knew I was jumping in the pool.
When we need you,
But Banks lost his legs at the bottom of the pool.
So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Once more, Gibson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10, Howell. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with career touchdown number 60. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. A good good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on second and 16. Howell. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is fielded at the 27.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. And he will find his man, Samuel. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One last shot before the break. Howell over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards.
And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Howell. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Gibson again.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32.
Fourth down try. Here's Howell.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's gets a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Black shot. Strike it. Strike it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That one is slant to McLaurin. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 60. And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier.
He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree.
I ain't putting horns on my ear.
Right now, you're looking at offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked.
Because Nike told me it's crazy, man. So.
Extra point updated by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
There you go. That's officially crazy.
Happy you, man.
It's officially crazy.
They gave you some discounts?
10%.
What the fuck do you want to do with 10%? That's $2 off your order.
She was just spending $1,000 and you said it. Shit.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I can't headbutt somebody because I feel like that's just really like...
So like counter just stick my elbow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you really think you about to really... And they do that.
The Washington offense
but they do it outwards. Think you about to ram somebody and they really like outward fuck this shit up. Like,
gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know.
First of all, I would never hit.
This is a time to just
I feel like that's gonna hurt me more than I hurt you.
look towards the future.
I think you have to find
no, I got a knot in my head. Like I just got punched. When I really was trying to
until
like
the clock runs out.
take you
But
out.
Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
I don't want that charge.
This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game
Oh,
looks.
so you headbutted somebody.
This one has turned out to be
I mean, I would.
everyone's worst nightmare.
Probably like y'all getting each other feet.
8 yards the tally on that
Somebody
first
fought
down
the
run.
ball.
Here's second and
For real?
2.
Oh yeah. You see my story? Oh no, I ain't record the fight. But you ain't seen my story about the dude. Well, I don't know who dude that is, but somebody got caught lacking at his house because we went out that bitch. Literally, that person's car was literally on rotors, like literally
took all 4 tires.
All 4 tires gone. That bitch was sitting on bricks, like
For real?
really gone. Like then Key went downstairs. The fucking she could probably tell it to you better, but she went downstairs.
Another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
No.
So from the 36 now.
She went downstairs to go get Steyer's shoes out the pool because he left his shoes down. She went down there. She said the girls was like this close to their face, like this close to each other, like arguing and shit. And Key was like, "Y'all doing too much talking," and then they just started. Yeah. You was shitting.
That's what, I was
Not it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's just real bad.
Oh, you shit upstairs. Come here. Come here. I thought she was joking when she said, I think she's shitting
now
right
after
now.
the touchdown,
I was like, I
ready
don't
to
think
kick it away is Sanders.
She's like, I think she is.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh.
You didn't matter to me because you gotta get changed. It's crazy.
I don't even smell you.
I know you stink. You probably mad that you stink. I know.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half. Unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That's wild.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I'm sorry that she was just shit. I'm just ready for her to go to the bathroom when she's ready to go to the bathroom. That's what I be saying when she be home. You definitely can sit on the track. It's upstairs.
Powell throwing on third down here. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Howell to throw.
I'm not going to be having the 3-year-old.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example.
No, she's smart like that.
I mean, but it's going to be in a pot, so it's not going to be like...
You have to put on toilet.
I mean, they have bases.
Jimmy and I got it.
You really could sit her. You really could.
Incomplete pass on
You really
first
could.
down.
You
That
playing
leads to a
games.
second
You
and 10.
could bring the pot down here. Sit her next to you. Give her a
Complete to
10.
Samuel on the quick
And
throw.
let her sit on the. Let her sit on the pot for like
It's going to turn
20
out
minutes
to
at
be
a
the
time on
final
your phone.
play of
Let her
this
sit on the
one.
pot for like 20 minutes while you playing the game. That's a full game thing. Give or take 5 minutes a quarter.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory.
That's the whole game.
At the
So you let her sit
45-yard
on the
line.
pot for a whole game.
First and 10, it's Gibson.
By that
Down
time,
to
she
the
should've-
42, second down.
Fucking legs gonna be sweet.
The last run
Maybe
got
that's
3,
what you're
now
getting.
here's second and
Not gonna
7.
realize. But then you get her up, and especially after you give her company, especially because at nighttime. That's why, honestly, that's why I try not to give her
Here's
nothing
how
to
to
drink.
throw on
Like,
second
after,
down.
like, not stop.
This will be caught at Samuel.
When she started wearing underwear,
Touchdown Washington.
like, trying to play the shit.
Curtis
Like,
Samuel,
that's what we
his
don't want
sixth
to do.
touchdown of the season. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So that's why I really be stopping her from drinking. It don't be because I'm trying to be. It's really just because I just feel like it's time for you to stop drinking at this time so that way you're not peeing yourself overnight. I feel like I'm doing okay with it.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Getting her to understand that your diaper's wet.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Because I feel like she tell us when her diaper's wet, but
the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So
they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better.
I've been stuffed like a burrito.
The last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Lord Jesus.
Tua now on first down. And it'll be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now throwing on first down here. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble. He's got a man complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Howell now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Faking the handoff. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
It's Howell with another throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Fourth down. Howell. And as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
That's crazy.
So for the Dolphins, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
I would have did the same shit. I would have did the same fucking shit. Y'all won't have to see me. I had did that the other day at work. I had been like, I had left early because my throat was on fire.